Hi guys, welcome back to the video. As you can see, now we've moved on a little bit. We've just put an LED in the back of the car. This was the fins, the grates on the back of the car. I'm not 100% sure what they're called, but although this looks pretty short on the video, this was possibly the fiddliest part of the build. This LED is a strip that you need to wrap around the outside, and it only has a tiny gap to fit in. Fiddly was not the word. I cut that down because I spent so much time trying to get that lined up correctly that in the end I just completely stopped that night because I'd physically had enough straining my eyes trying to get this thing lined up correctly so it looked anything like decent. So what we're doing now is we're putting the stuff together for the wheels and the lighting bit on the wheels. Now initially when I saw the pack, I have a space Lego set upstairs where the rockets light up, and I was under the impression that the wheels on this were going to be similar. They were going to light up and they would be in a disc form. It's actually an LED strip, and you stick it around the wheel arch, which is slightly on a slope, probably at about a 45-degree angle. And that sticks to the wheel arch, and the cable goes through the back of the wheel. Now if it was my choice, they've clearly got a reason why they did it like this. I'm not sure what that is. I personally think the round discs that I used on the LL928 lighting kit were far easier to use and certainly more robust. And if you need a bit hollowing out for where the wheel attaches, just like where the rocket attaches, that's quite easily doable. So I'm not sure why they went with this sort of configuration, because honestly the round disc I think would have been better. The overall effect that you'll see, probably should put a shot in here of the wheel actually towards the end so that you can see what it's like. The overall effect is really good. I just think it would have been easier put together if it had come as a circular disc rather than a stick-on LED strip. But having said that, when it's together and it's lit, you can't tell that it's an LED strip. You really can't. It just looks like it did in the movie. The wheels light up, and obviously when it's in flight mode, the wheels are facing down, so that you wouldn't see it anyway. A little bit of cable tidying up I've still got to do underneath, because I'm not quite happy with how tidy the cables are. I'm just going to probably cable tie a few little bits up. But other than that, the cabling on this runs really well, and it's very well hidden in certain aspects of the model, and a lot of it travels through areas of the model that you're never going to see. There, you will see a little bit of cable, obviously, but where I keep this model on the stairs, on a floating shelf, then when it's lit, you're not going to see that. One thing I'm noticing with these LED light packs, obviously they have to be powered, and they have to be powered by batteries. On the two that I've got currently, this one and the LL9281, my frustration with those is that the battery packs are quite large, probably about 5-6 centimeters square. They fit 3 AA batteries, so that gives you kind of an idea of how big they are. But for me, the design of these things should be built into the model somehow. There is no way that I could keep this model working with the wheels flipping over and things like that by trying to hide the battery pack somewhere. So whether they can get, I mean, these are LEDs, they're supposed to be really low energy, so you'd think they could probably, I don't know, somebody correct me out there if I'm completely wrong and barking up the wrong tree, but couldn't these be run off one battery? Obviously you'd have to change it more, but that would mean that you could have a smaller battery pack and build it into the model somewhere, and one AA battery would have been quite easy to, store in the undercarriage of this vehicle. As it is, I have a battery pack that has to sit behind the model, where you can't see it on the shelf for when I light it. That's the only downside, I think, because this, overall, I was really, really pleased with this lighting kit. And again, I'm not sponsored by them or anything. It's only the third one I've ever bought, but it was a really, really good kit. And, my frustrations with it are probably the fact that I've not got that much experience with them yet. I mean, like I say, it's only the third kit I've ever done. Having said that, I would like to see, we're doing the Lego Discovery one next, whether they hide the battery pack or whether they don't. But this is it. I mean, this is it completed. When it's all done, it's lit. You can see there are 2 lights inside. There's one above the seats and there's one under the time circuits. Those back grills are the ones I was talking about, the ones that are really fiddly. But I think the headlights and the rear lights are absolutely top-notch, brilliant. I also like the blue lighting on the time circuits that goes around the front and the rear of the car, and it just gives a fantastic glow. There's the battery pack I was talking about. The blue glow is absolutely fantastic. Did have to prop the door open there with a piece of plastic so that you could see in, but it really lights up. The Lego brick that illuminates a flux capacitor here, I haven't shown in too much detail there, but there you've got the indicators underneath. Nice touch there. The headlights, really, really bright lights on this, and for such tiny LEDs, kind of blown away. You see what I'm saying there? Once the wheels are folded over, you can't really tell. They just give off the glow light they did in the movie. There's an image with the doors shut. And again, the rear light cluster and the number plate, absolutely brilliant. Those were actual light bricks that they sent, along with the blue here. Those are also LED light bricks. You take the original ones off the car and replace them with the ones that are in the pack. And again, just I would have loved to see that battery pack built into it somewhere. I don't know, maybe there's one out there that does that. I don't know. Like I say, I'm not too up on it as of yet. I'm just starting this journey with the LEDs. But yeah, overall, really happy with it. Few stills here of the car. But hope you liked the video, and don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one. Thanks a lot for watching.